Hello everyone and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week, if we have any, are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want all of us to be about equally as loud and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. I'm gonna go ahead and move the mic a little bit closer. Hopefully it's not a little too loud. Should be just about fine. I don't actually know. Hey there, Turtos. Good to see you here. I see, Doc, you are excited. Toxic Queen saying, but what if you don't want to get great? Then I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place, because this is where you come to get educated. Get some skill. Drive L Jam. Well, well, well. Words of wisdom indeed. Hey there, Dry Trap. You just want to see a Beowulf Ditto. Do we have enough Beowulf players? We got Doc. I don't know about the others. Where can you DM me Get Gr8? In Discord. Discord's the easiest place. You type !Discord into the Steam, or not Steam, the Twitch group chat. Yes, you already. You'll be provided a link. Permanent link to join our Discord, and you can communicate with me there. From there, you can find out who I am, because, you know, I'm one of the two admins of the Discord, and you can just at me and send me a message, and I will remember to put that into the tip thing at some point. Yeah, it is kind of sad how bad netcode's been for most games that aren't Skullgirls. Like, Accent Core's netcode got significantly better, but, I mean, it had to have He Who Shall Not Be Named's involvement on it, which is a bit unfortunate. So who knows if it'll ever be finished. Smash has horrible code. Its own meta online. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, any fighting game at an intermediate to high level will have its own meta online. There are plenty of setups that only work on netcode, even in Skullgirls. This just becomes visually impossible to react to it. Not people, just person. He who shall not be named. The Slayer of Lab Zero. Yeah. I used to like Smash. I like Smash 4 a lot. Like Smash on Wii U and 3DS or whatever it was called. That game had incredible neutral. It was really, really fun. And I got super, super into it. When Smash Ultimate came out, I decided I wanted to take it competitively, and I dropped it after 3 months when I realized that the game just was not fun. That game, the new Smash is so cool because of all the love that's in all the characters, and I would love to play casually any day of the week. But in terms of playing it competitively, it is just not fun. Smash 4 was so good. Yeah, exactly. Mao kind of puts it into really, really good words. It's a much better spectator game, but in terms of playing it, it's You're maining Sephiroth? Wii Fit Trainer will always have a special place in my heart, but I think if I go back to the game, I would probably main Steve just because he's so stupid. He looks so ridiculous. I thought Bayo Zero Deaths only existed in 4. Cloud with Rage gave him recovery and whatnot, but if you stunted that, like, it wasn't that bad to deal with. Cloud was not that bad to deal with. Bayonetta was a bit overwhelming. Simon Bowser? Yeah. I was one of those people who were using Simon's TOD day 1 on Smash Online. That was kind of funny. The execution feels really, really good for Simon's TOD, but only his. I played a lot of Pichu. I played a lot of everybody, honestly. Wii Fit was my main, but whatever. He has the most execution in the game. Yeah, I know. It's super cool. I also played on a Smashbox, so I had like all this like really interesting tech that didn't otherwise work, and it was super strenuous on the fingers, but like holy shit, it felt cool when you pulled it off. You would have just so much momentum while doing like short hop air normals, just like, or short hop back air normals. Like, you would just fly forward while you're doing it if you like executed everything perfectly. It was so cool. My off main, well, my main was Wii Fit. My off main was King DDD, because he was just really, really funny. I just love how much of an asshole he is. Yeah, dude, DDD's so funny. That game's got a lot of good nostalgia for me, and it's a really, really fun, like, casual sport. But like, I can't take it seriously anymore. The new Smash kind of ruined it for me. But what isn't ruined yet, well, I mean, okay, that's not completely true. What's almost not completely ruined yet is Skullgirls. So welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. We're going to go ahead and get started. It is 3:10. So for those of you guys who are new here, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. What we do here is we try to match you up against a relatively even opponent and then provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play, just give you advice so you have to, you know, so you have something to work. Oh my god, it's Sam. Holy shit. You sounded really glitchy when you just popped back in. Also,
no.
Oh my goodness, you are loud. Give me a second.
No.
Say a thing, Sam?
Maybe.
Say another thing.
And it's another thing.
Oh,
Got
okay,
him.
that's loud. Right,
Why am I so loud?
Okay,
Why am I so loud?
It's only to me for some reason.
What the heck are you doing?
Say something? Keep saying.
Hello?
Keep going.
For fuck's sake, what is wrong with your volume? What have you done, Crank? What have you fucked up now?
And we're good.
Good.
Not my fault I move around every week, man. I guess it is kind of my fault that I move around every week.
It is your fault, yeah, like it's nobody else's but yours.
Regardless, what we do here is we match you up against a relatively even opponent, provide constructive criticism on your play, then we'll give a bunch of advice. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play, A, because we only have a few games to talk, but B, because we want to make sure you know what's most critically wrong so you have something to work on while you practice every week, because learning happens in steps, so take one step at a time. I am the Crank Machine, and with me is Fluter Sam. How you doing today, Fluter Sam? That you heard it here first. You probably didn't. If you know Sam, that's a pretty Sam. Right. Let's see. That vaccine is proving okay. So Toxic, interesting you bring that up because the vaccine is proving good, but it's got like horrifying side effects. Like there's some things where it's like people's face goes partially numb, and that thing can last like that side effect can last up to like 6 months. It's kind of insane.
This person tells me to join.
Yeah.
And then and I tell them, hold on, I'm doing something.
Okay.
And then I join, and then I'm like, you have to join now because I joined. And they're like, hold on, I'm doing something.
Yeah, it was the
Heck
bit.
you, Penny.
That was the bit. I wasn't actually doing anything.
Heck you.
Alright, everyone. Also, welcome Penny to the stream. She is lovely.
No.
Alright, well.
I refuse.
That's fair. I can't do anything about that. What I can do is get the next match on the stream. We're going to go ahead and do our only beginner matchup, which is going to be Beautiful Jam versus Turg Toss. So Beautiful Jam, Turg Toss, if you guys are able to hear me, please join the lobby using the lobby link that's been posted absolutely everywhere. A couple of side notes that you guys want to... A group chat invite was shared that is no longer valid. What are you talking about? Really? That's gotta work. Whatever. Alright, Turg Toss is already here. Cool stuff. Reminder that if you are participating today, please join the Steam group chat. You can find the Steam group chat by typing !GG8 chat into Twitch chat. And you'll be provided a link. And no one really talks in there, but it's really useful for getting people into the lobby. It's really useful for talking about logistics. So if you have any questions or concerns, that's the place you will do the talking. Hey, Sam, well, Sam, do you even have Skullgirls anymore?
No.
Good.
He refunded it.
Very generous refunding policy.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame
Yeah,
that they
it's
took it off the PSN
extremely
store.
generous. bought it like in beta, and I can still refund it. It's crazy.
Their new policy is like 48 hours, 20 hours in the game, or if it's ever caused you mental trauma, you can refund it.
If you have experienced too much, just let us give you your money back.
I have to try to remember this game now. I made a Kuma into a car today in Tekken.
A car? Like a transformer?
Yeah. No, just a car.
Just a car.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he just go vroom vroom
I
all
gave
over the place?
I gave him a headlight and a bunch of car stuff.
So now if he slides around, it's just going vroom vroom.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing in fighting games.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like it would like you get into Skullgirls and like you're gonna try and like use Tekken movement for a little bit, but after that it's just gonna come back to like instantly.
Oh, I mean, I've
This game
opened
a
it to
little
lab like I've been labbing headless semi-recently.
Oh really?
Again. And I definitely tried to Korean backdash too often. Which some people are starting to call it the Pakistani backdash because the heckin' Pakistan players have insane movement.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Have you ever seen Arslan Ash play? This doesn't get great. We can talk about this later. Oh.
Okay, so a couple of things. Defense against the bird. This is a bit more of a matchup specific thing, but if you're dealing with someone who's using, what's it called? What is it even called? Horus? Yeah. So if they're using bird insurance, what you can do is you can up back against it, and then as soon as you block it, you'll start going back down, and you'll do what's called a chicken block land cancel. So you block it, and then immediately recover because you touch the ground.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Picked up. Didn't quite get the full air dash speed.
It looks like both people have... They know what the B&B is.
They just need to
They're
use
just
it.
having some trouble executing it. Which
Yeah,
is... That's
exactly.
like one of the steps. The steps to learning a combo is like learning the inputs, and then the next step is dropping it in game for a week.
Yeah.
The third step is being able to do it.
Exactly. They're getting there. Nonetheless, I'm still going to recommend the B&B Compendium because I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm obligated to do it. For anyone who applies to the beginner bracket, this applies to you. If you type !B&B into Twitch chat, you will find a link to the B&B Compendium filled with combos. They're not the most optimized combos, but they will help you practice the most common links for your character. I recommend them to anybody, honestly. If you can do those combos, it'll just help you be familiar with your character. So... And both these players, like Penny said, seem to be familiar with B&B, but they're dropping it a lot. So make sure they can do it in the lab. We recommend that you're able to do it in the lab 10 times in a row on all character weights, if not all characters individually.
Both sides.
And both sides, exactly. But if you are able to do that, or you're not able to do that, doesn't mean just don't play. If you aren't able to do it, just go ahead and keep practicing. It's a goal for you to meet. Like, that's your end goal. You want to be able to do it 10 times in a row, both directions on all characters.
There's a chance it's also stream nerves, because that's a thing for a lot of beginner players on here, but
Oh, absolutely.
that goes away with time.
And it's something they should address early on anyway. Like, getting rid of stream
Yeah.
nerfs early on is, like, super useful.
Yep.
Overhead. Do.
Oh. Was that a Miss Gregor? I guess it was a Miss Gregor.
How do they get up? They... I don't know. Gregor's cortical forward kicks, right? Quarterback.
Yeah, and they did jump hard kick out of a thing, so I'm just assuming they tried to hit Gregor. Oh no!
Nice blocks. Maybe you punish.
Yeah, even though Eliza's hurt, you definitely don't want to be raw tagging like that. At a higher level, players will either just kill the character, especially in solo v trio, they'll just kill the band on the spot, and then none of your team has health.
Yeah.
Or if they can't do that, they'll just snap Eliza back in and she can't regen any health. That's not a habit you want to get into early. But I like Butchers.
I find it so interesting how much advice you're giving when you're not playing Tekken while you're doing Get Gr8. It's really funny. Oh, the counter hit trade. So if you guys see a whole bunch of broken hearts appearing above your character, like when you go back and watch the VOD, just count how many times you saw the broken heart. Those are all the times that you were pressing a button when it was not okay for you to do so. You were pressing buttons in a situation where your opponent had so much of an advantage that there was actually no reason to do that, and just kind of you're putting yourself in danger. So when you see a broken heart, your opponent's getting double damage on the first hit of that move, and on top of that, a bunch of extra on Dizzy. So at a higher level of play, like not high level, just like literally like late beginner or early intermediate, people are going to be able to do really long combos on you that are going to take advantage of the fact that you're pressing a lot of buttons at those times. So try to be safer. In general, if you realize you're being blocked or whatever, don't go past a medium. If you realize that like your opponent's PBG seeing you, again, don't go past a medium. Like a medium is relatively safe, not always, but usually. So yeah.
Ideally, that symbol never shows up. That's not usually how it works in practice, but ideally that never shows up.
Yeah. In practice, it will show up because you'll like have to start taking risks. Like, you know, eventually when you're playing too cleanly, someone can take advantage of it. You gotta start taking a few risks, but like you're nowhere near.
And nobody blocks in this game.
Yeah, let's be real. So like after that, are you supposed to up back? Because every time Turktos, or not Turktos, either of these Philias really kind of go for pressure after that. They seem to like back up first so they don't get the crossover.
Out of that jump heavy punch?
Yeah.
Normally you can do, if you do an IAD light kick, you'll never cross over. So you don't have to up back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, careful of that overhead. The skeleton can go low, but the low is... Here's a fun fact. The low is a light move. So you can't do the low from Butchers, because Butchers is a medium move. So you'd have to delay it and then do the light, or the heavy's an overhead, so you can go straight into that. So if they're doing something right out of Butchers, it's going to be the overhead.
That does make it for a killer, like, snap. Or not snap, alpha counter. I think it's a pretty cool thing that you could, because it's like technically classified as a normal, you can just keep going into other stuff. Normally alpha counter is specials.
That being said, staggering Butchers into the low catches everybody. But, you know.
Worry about that later.
Someone in the chat also asked, should they focus on one character, or should they try and learn two?
You can learn two.
Yeah, so it
depends on your characters, really.
Yeah. I guess that's also true. But yeah, so what I was gonna say is that it depends on how familiar you are with fighting games, because if you're new to fighting games, it's gonna be pretty overwhelming to learn a classic fighter with more than a character. But in general, if you're okay with like learning fighting games, like this is not your first fighting game you've ever played or whatever, then I would say learn whatever shell you want in the end game. So like if you want to learn a duo or a trio, like I say start playing all three of those characters, because you start getting used to the team order. You're gonna start getting used to like using DHCs. You're gonna start getting used to like taking advantage of your character assist and things like that, and switching which assist you're using, especially if you're using a trio. So you start building these like fundamental concepts about playing a whole team really early on. It is a lot more work, but again, if you're familiar with learning other fighting games previously, like practicing combos and stuff like that, you will be perfectly fine learning your entire shell like right away. That's my opinion. Also,
if you're playing like Squiggly, or as somebody that learned the game on solo Squiggly, kind of, don't do that.
Oops.
Yeah, I miss playing Cross Tag. I heckin' love Cross Tag. I miss that game.
You've also got the other thing of just like, you know, just learn what you actually enjoy playing. There's no point in learning the characters if you don't enjoy one of them, unless you just want to learn the character.
The best part about Skullgirls.
Especially if you're starting the game, like you don't want to like overwhelm yourself with a character that you don't like. Just play characters that you actually enjoy, and then figure that out a little bit later.
If you're just starting to play fighting, do you have any idea what archetype you like? Like, even before I really knew my character archetype in fighting games, I knew how I normally like to play games, you know? And that helped me pick up my archetype of control.
Control.
I learned I like the big dude that's usually low tier.
I like stances.
The thing, there's not really a standard character in this game, I don't think. They're all weird, and that's why it's really cool.
Yeah, they're actually all like basically exaggerations of other character archetypes, both design-wise and also just mechanics-wise. Like almost all of these characters are referencing other things. Lilia is the most obvious one because it references Milia, fighting with her hair and all that stuff, and he just ends up being rushed down, just kind of like how Milia has under this pressure. She's always like plus.
Mukua is a reference to Mukua.
Everyone's favorite Guilty Gear character, Mukua.
Fights with their tail.
Also, since your name is a potato, if we're talking about Skullgirls specifically, you would definitely want to play Big Band because everybody's a potato when they play Big Band.
That or you have a potato connection. Either one works.
Yeah.
By the way, just as
prefer
a
the
point,
Wi-Fi archetype character.
I also play Big Band, just the point.
That should be dead, yeah. Bella's one of the easier characters to pick up and use, but she's not an easy character.
Only when you start really mixing in the run stop stuff. She is relatively easy. Like if you compare learning her to learning Squiggly, learning her set play is a lot more straightforward.
Her set play straight. I don't think her neutral is very straightforward at all, though. Like once they actually stop getting hit by jump medium punch.
I mean, wait. There's a plan after they stop getting hit by jumping medium punch.
Yeah, I don't know how you get to that level, but I've definitely played against people at that level. I'm like, I have no idea how to open these people. Like, I guess I could go for the command grab stuff, but if I'm wrong, I die.
Like, jumping medium punch is your neutral plan. If that doesn't work, then maybe occasionally try, like, block strings into the 4-frame grab. If that doesn't work, it's just game over. I don't know what to do. I'll use my assist. Just use DP assist and hope for the best.
It's a lot easier when you start doing things like block and load plus assist to get in, but that's kind of like higher level stuff, not really a learning.
We here at Get Gr8 teach you how to learn. 20 minutes in the stream, I don't know what I'm doing, says Craig.
Well, that's the thing, and I think even the best Skullgirls players would say, I don't know what's going on in this game. That's not what's happening. I've always said that the best players in this game are the ones that can adapt to the spaghetti the hardest.
Mm-hmm. So your go-to mash option, especially when you have that much meter turret toss, should be Gregor, not level 3. Level 3 is a really, really nice counter hit move, like especially because it anti-airs and does all sorts of fun stuff. But the problem is it burns all your meter, and meter resources is especially useful when you're playing a solo versus a trio. Gregor is like a really, really nice reversal to get, and it's only 1 meter, so you want to be able to do it a bunch of times. And also, you want to be able to snap, because snapping is the only way you can heal. I don't know how many times you snapped. I think I saw 1 snap throughout this entire set. I'm not really sure. But you should be honestly using it multiple times every single set if you have an opportunity to do so. It is a very important way to make sure you can keep playing the game. Keep in mind, this is kind of a misleading thing. A lot of people feel like trios don't have that much health because of the scaling. Like solo versus trio, solos do 1.45 times the damage, so they die really, really quickly. Trio characters die really quickly. But the fact of the matter is trios actually have the largest health total. So if you add up all the health bars, trios will actually last longer than any other character. So for a solo to be able to keep up with that, you need to be able to snap. You need to start snapping.
Plus, if you're planning on playing solo and you like lab it out for a second, like first string snaps, you don't lose anything because you still get to keep combo. Well, I guess the solo you get to keep comboing, but lab your snaps.
Saying that's true of any character. What did I say? What did I say that was true of any character?
I think they're saying it to the stupid after the initial curve. Oh no, he said crank. I don't know. I'm not here.
It was something about like there's a plan after blocking or something like that. There's a plan after doing a certain move.
That they're easier to learn than Squiggly. Yeah. I mean, that's not true. Painwheel's probably harder than Squiggly, in my opinion. Or maybe it's just because my fingers couldn't keep up. Painwheel's one of those characters where I'm just like I can abuse my hands a lot. Like I can put my hands through a lot of torture, but I do not want to play Painwheel. That shit actually hurts.
By the way, just because people are asking, it's Kubi versus Dry Trap next, so it is.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Sam. QB versus Dry Trap.
Also, I'm just going to talk for a quick moment, just because I don't hear myself at all on stream, and that's worrying me a little bit.
Wait, for real? Because I see the mic going up.
No, I'm fine now.
Okay, cool.
I think it was because you were muted.
Maybe.
Probably.
Like you didn't need to change anything, Crank. It was fine. So it was just the stream just wasn't turn it on. It was happening to Penny's voice as well, but I don't think it was a stream. I think it was just something to do with my audio settings.
Very well. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting?
Can we, like, as a society, bring back, like, the cat face? Like the :3?
I love the colon.
I mean,
so much.
That needs to come back.
The fact that everyone stopped doing it made me so sad. Like the ohs, oohs, and the cat face. I'm just like, I still do it, and I feel really awkward because I'm like, am I the only person that does this anymore?
I stopped doing it out of, like, self-consciousness, but I love it so much.
Same.
Yeah, this is the kind of chat I like.
I would also do the LOL, like LUL sometimes, but then Penny started pointing out and like making me sound.
I make fun of that every time. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, heck you. That's your fault.
To clarify, Bella Neutral is jump medium. If you're really dumbing down Bella Neutral, it's jump medium punch. Yeah, and it is the button you're going to be pushing a lot anyway. But yeah, you'll get pretty far at a beginning level with jump medium punch.
I love this chat. It's just like cafes. So just to clarify, Bella Neutral jumping medium punch. Ooh, time to get freed. Ooh. Like Potatoes is like, I just want to learn, guys. Oh no, Potatoes been infected. They're doing it.
Nuzzy Wuzzy's you.
This is the kind of chat I like.
Yeah. What's that stupid song go? It's like nuzzles you, ooh, you're so warm. I don't remember.
Never heard of this song.
Oh, there's a complete ooh line of like a parody of a rap song, which some might call a trap, and it's interesting. It's a little too much cat for me, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, that's a little. That must be a lot of cat.
I'll show you after the stream.
All right.
It's a thing. And Potato saying to clarify, Bella's neutral is jumping medium punch. Yes. And her pressure is the 4-frame grab, and then you have Bella neutral. And if people are successfully blocking both of those, you're probably fighting Sonic Fox or something.
Whoa. Alright, so I've immediately noticed a problem with Kubi. I like the backing off stuff, but your number one goal as Peacock should be to never back yourself into a corner. You did a lot of backwards movement with stuff on the screen, which is fantastic, but you don't want to get to the corner. And obviously ways to fix that are like throwing out bombs and teleporting while they're blocking them, and you know. There's a combo there.
I'm glad you care about the stream, Crank.
Don't worry about it.
Just like sitting there, just like sending the video to the group chat.
I'm not used to this, and I'm taking advantage of it. Okay, I'm not used to the fact that I have co-hosts. Let me enjoy this.
Ah, okay.
Don't tag. I know you want to tag. Don't tag. I know you tag.
I'm not watching.
Obviously,
but, why? What gave it away that they were about to tag?
I mean, they're just a Peacock at low health in the corner. They're gonna tag. Obviously, the ideal situation there is to get to a spot where you can DHC out to Fireball Super without being in range to be punished.
Okay, so I have a question. When you're a Peacock and you're under pressure and whatever, and you want to DHC out or whatever, your general thing is you're gonna set up Lenny and then DHC into some random move that's hopefully safe, but sometimes not, right? Why don't people do punch move first? Is there like a vulnerability period that appears? Like if you use punch move and then Karo that into Lenny? It's just free chip damage.
Well, a lot of the times they'll be expecting punch move because you're a Peacock, so they'll like grab you, you know, and then you're just sad.
That's a good point. Okay.
Also, no Argus and neutral yet. If you're going to do that, because I definitely do that for Chip every once in a while, they're at a point where Chip matters. But if you're going to do that, hold the item so that they have to block it either in between Lenny, or in between Argus, or after Argus. Because if it's in between Argus, they just have to hold the Chip completely. If it's after Argus, you get to do more stuff, and it's kind of a mini mix-up. because if they try to do something and they get hit by the item, they get hit by the whole second super. If they don't do anything, then you just have a free item, you know? It's a weird mind game, but I've talked before about holding items. Hold items.
Really good. I never do it.
It's really good.
It's like Peacock's already overwhelming to a lot of people, especially when they get into the game. And when people are playing as Peacock, they're like, wow, this is working. Like, I can't believe how amazing this is with just constantly throwing out projectiles. But then as soon as it stops working, they just, like, don't know how to progress. And, like, what Penny says is 100% correct. Progress? They don't know how to progress. And what Penny said is 100% correct. Whereas, like, as soon as you start holding items, like, the world opens up. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, the character becomes so stupid at that point.
That's what breaks the character, just straight up. That's why Peacock is considered the best character in the game.
So, like, at this point, so you're making her block things between the H-plane and the drill. Whenever she's blocking something, you're allowed to hold an item. And there's nothing they get to do about that because they're in block stuff. As soon as you're holding... So, like, here you'd probably want to be holding M item because that's not what you want to come up with. Eliza wants to get in your face, so you probably... Even if she's full screen, you'd probably want to hold M item because she wants to be in that range. As soon as you're holding M item, she's not allowed to boat DP anymore because there's an item there. Mm-hmm. And because she's not allowed to do that stuff, you get to just run in and do whatever the heck you want because, you know, there's an item there. You will notice your Peacock game go up tremendously. They did, but it was the wrong one, and it was like too fast, so it was blocked.
Oh, it was Boxcar. Okay.
Yeah, normally if you're doing that, you want to use the walking one. L. George. And Rachel from Crosstag had George. That was fun.
That George is a frog.
Yeah, not only is it a frog, she has that wind stuff, so you can just make heckin' George dash across the screen. It's really fun.
Oh, okay, that was a thing. Wait.
Yeah. The M Shadow beat the Hyper Armor.
Oh, it's not just the M Shadow beating the Hyper Armor. The afterwards, what Ban did was really, really confusing.
Hey, we have a lot of meter. We should use it. Okay.
Die with your riches.
So one thing you could do in that spot, other than raw tagging, I mean, raw tagging wasn't the worst in that situation because there's not much she gets to do about it. But you were kind of allowed to just push SSJ there. Because even if she BFFs, you get to DHC into BFF, and because yours is second, you win.
Even then, like, if you SSJ there, like, you only have to worry about the BFF. Wait, no. You can't, BFF, SSJ beats BFF, because you armor through it.
Yeah, I guess, but, you know, you get a full combo if you, do it back. You have 5 bars, and you wanted Band out of there, is what I was thinking.
I think this is good.
Yeah, you're allowed to, and even if you wanted to go into like Fireball Super, I'm pretty sure because SSJ is so big, if you DHC from SSJ to Fireball Super, she can't PVGC punish you because you're too far away.
Interesting.
I could be wrong on that, but that makes sense in my brain.
Yeah.
Should I time out that person?
No, because they're quoting the song that we were talking about.
Oh, okay, that song that you posted in the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, I know you haven't been here in a minute, but you don't gotta ban everyone.
Everyone must be banned. I will ban Dr. Doctor.
Ban me.
I can't.
And Doc 2020.
Oh, to bail. That was a round start and a half. I mean, obviously you're getting punished for it here, so I'm not going to tell you why it was wrong, because you can you can see.
Yeah, I was on the same mindset there. Alright.
So this situation is when you're really sad that you're chairless, because you don't really get to do anything when you're chairless.
I mean, as soon as Eliza jumps in the air, you can react with Airwolf, right?
Yeah. But you're trying to react to an IAD or like mid-normals.
Well, she's on her way up, and if she air dash cancels, like the worst she can do is air dash cancel out of that, right? In which she'll get caught anyway. So if she's pressing a button, air dash cancels, or if she's on her way up, she'll get hit.
She did the jump hard punch. So if you could react to that, you'd hit her. But if you're wrong about that, you're gonna get heckin' hurt. And as soon as you block something, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
As soon as you block something, you're gonna get hurt anyway.
Yeah.
And set high level Skullgirls, no one blocks.
But if you kept your chair, you could just PvG CDP. And it doesn't matter if you're wrong, because it's like plus for some reason.
Yeah.
Almost a good block. Hey, we got 5 bars again. Use them. He's chairless. Just do all the chip. Just SSJ Fireball. He takes like half his life.
I wonder how much chip it does against the chairless bear.
Yeah, heckin' hurts.
You should
Does it actually? Because it doesn't really do that much chip damage in general.
The Fireball will.
Oh, the fireball. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking level 5. Man.
No, I was just gonna say do SSJ Fireball.
Yeah, that's actually way smarter.
Heckin'
Alright.
Paris to level 3 does more damage when he's chairless and blocking it than if it hit him. I love that.
Alright. Dry Trap, I know that like you're just showing your support for like, you know, gay pride and all that, and I know the rainbow there is great, but use the fucking meter. Come on.
In general, though, it's like so there's something we tell Dry Trap a lot, where it's like stop throwing out these crazy things in neutral, like stop throwing out A-Train, stop throwing out brass and stuff like that. That's been a recurring problem for months at this point. But that doesn't mean you should get rid of things that are unsafe in neutral, but you can make them safe. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. With the shell that you currently have, you can literally SSJ and make it safe with a fireball, make it safe-ish with a fireball super and stuff like that. There's also things like you're reversaling out of pressure. In that situation, you're not even in neutral, right? Throwing up brass and A-Train out of pressure is crazy, but SSJ not as much crazy. So feel free to use your reversals, use your options. If you're playing a trio, one of the best things you have is like DHC ability and like ability to shift your team order at any moment. I know it's a little bit tricky switching from like solo band to a whole trio, but it's something you definitely got to start doing.
Speaking of that, this is a weird team order. Like, I kind of understand why you're not using as much, because this team order means that you're going all the way to Fuqua at this point, if you want to use meter.
But I mean, I wouldn't do that immediately as soon as I have 3 meter in that case. If that was this was my team.
Yeah, I'm really curious about this team. I feel like point band would be, like, band Fuqua Eliza would be so much better.
A band Fuqua Axe is like an actual team.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. So, you know, maybe think about that one, because not only will you have like a less snowbally, more solid game plan, you'll be able to use meter better.
There's lots of philosophies on like putting your best character first or last or whatever. I'm on the boat of putting your first character or your best character first, because then you get all the resources to make sure you get to use them as best as you can. I'm gonna double down on that and say you should definitely be playing band point here.
Also, I'm DMing Swagger because we still haven't gotten the B&B stuff.
Sure.
Oh, it says he's playing EDO Pro, whatever that is.
That's the Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Okay. Swag.
Supposedly he's at work. He made a post about it somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't remember where I read it. I might have just dreamed it. So it wouldn't be the first time I did something like that.
Yes, the new social media dream Twitter.
I legitimately dreamed that Starbucks released a new drink, and when I woke up, I was excited to get it.
Oh, that's depressing.
I even like asked my mom, like, I'm gonna get Starbucks. Do you want anything? Because they have new stuff. And then I looked at the thing, and I'm like, oh.
Oh.
It was in general, by the way, Penny, that you saw.
Was it? I'm not crazy this time.
How do I look?
Also, I know we were talking about that team order stuff. I know you're probably playing this team for the Eliza M Shadow meme, because that's a good meme. But you know, if you wanted to make it solid. There's Swaggo.
There we go, I got him.
So HTTP RAM start, I think you've done it every time at this point. It's not bad against Peacock, because it beats a lot of things she wants to be doing, like jump back, jump hard punch and stuff. But it really is a huge commit. Like, if they just block, you can die on the spot. That's a round start you want to use just to, like, make sure that they know it exists, and they're a little afraid of it, and then never use it again.
I wasn't paying too much attention. Whereas I shot not really push blocking there. There's a lot of PBGC opportunities as far as I can tell.
They were push blocking. They just weren't PBGCing.
Oh, okay.
Oh. All right, now we got 5 bars on Kubi's side. This should be dead. Yep.
Oh, that was almost completely screwed.
Alright. That was weird. Hey, you didn't tech the sweep. It's hard if you're not, like, ready for it, but you can tech that.
Can anybody stop this fighting machine?
Always, or is it just because it was slow?
No, if it's just a raw sweep hitting you, you're not guaranteed anything afterwards. You can always just tech.
Okay.
By the way, next up is Sheep versus Dr. Doctor.
Thank you, Sam. Sheep versus Dr. Doc. Was this raw sweep in neutral? I thought it was after. I thought it was like out of pressure. I thought it was like from OTG or something.
No, it was like after a push block or something, but the only thing they got hit by was sweep.
Oh, okay. Either way, it's an invulnerable knockdown. Like, if you don't tech, you're just not really doing anything. If you do tech, you're giving him 50 on Dizzy, if there is any on Dizzy left. 50% on Dizzy.
I need to ban Dr. Doctor. He's playing on Wi-Fi.
He already apologized for it, sort of.
I don't
In the signups,
care.
he is crying that he still has
Some crimes will never be forgiven.
Exactly, Penny. I will ban him.
I'm still accepting Wi-Fi matches on Tekken though. Tekken, I just want to play matches.
Are there not enough people playing or something? Like, I feel like Tekken is probably easier to find like non-Wi-Fi matches than Skullgirls.
Depends on when you're playing.
Okay.
Like early in the morning, there's not a lot of people queuing.
Everyone's playing from college classes.
Yeah.
And it also depends on like what you set your like search restrictions to.
Sam over here, like, I care about my rank. What a nerd.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, yeah. So it has to be within 2 ranks. Yeah.
Spiral's interesting. Oh.
Oh, I should get over that.
Oh. Too early. It's okay, he has an excuse. It could just be the Wi-Fi.
Wait. Is that an autocorrect, or did you on-react to
internet.
Gigantic Arm?
We probably could have gotten back to the chair with 3 hype there. I know it's like in the other corner, but...
Oh, like just literally slam him 3 times backwards.
Yeah, especially with A-Train, you probably could have gotten back to your chair. I don't think Chairless Bayo is a very good character. Alright, doubles a zoner, I like it. I get so excited.
You have 4 meters.
Yeah, shoot the gun.
Never mind, Sheep has 4 meters.
Okay, but you need to put
Still
that in the
two.
puddle too.
Yeah, you gotta set up the monster jail.
One thing you're 100% allowed to do here, Doctor, this situation's gonna come up a lot too. Put down the puddle and then just heckin' tag the band, because what are they gonna do about that? If band gets hit, the puddle does not go away. So they could just die. And if you have band with double in the back, you're at any point you're just allowed to SSJ into cat heads and win neutral.
That doesn't work. Yeah, you should have gone SSJ if you really wanted to do that. But you shouldn't have wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I think the car was an alright idea. I think at that point though you should have just chilled.
Like, I think your team order is correct with band in the back. But if you have the chance, you should definitely be swapping out band for your double with behind a monster. Because that makes that so much dumber. I didn't see your double assist either. If it's like H-Bomber, you're allowed to just like do that with Brass all day, and what do they do about it? Assists are pretty good.
Yeah, buddy. Get the Get Great Christmas Miracle. That's technically, I don't know. Is today the Christmas special, or is next week the Christmas special? I guess next week because it's the lab stream. Sounds more like a Christmas special.
Oh man, we should make it. I should find an overlay that's just like snow.
Yes.
I should.
Just make it like just put like a hat on the logo, like a really.
What? No. I'm gonna hire my brother for a few hours, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a PNG of a Christmas hat, and I'm gonna make him use the mouse to drag it around with the characters.
Maybe $5 to drag a Christmas hat across the screen every now and then. How long do I gotta do this? 15 minutes? No, like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's fine though. You get to hear me talk about a game you don't like. Whoa. Yeah.
All right, Crank.
Yeah, what's up?
So for the Christmas one, in the corner, there just has to be a picture of I'm trying to think of what's Christmassy, like the Easter bunny. That's it. That's your like.
Just be like, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8, happy Valentine's Day.
It's Christmas and it has the Easter bunny.
Yeah.
So I don't say this on Get Gr8 very often, but I think, Sheep, you need to play less afraid. You should push some more stuff.
Oh man, the fabled advice that you never get to give. You keep it in a jar next to you. Once upon a time, you wish that you could.
Yeah, I don't get to, this is like nice fermented advice because I never pull it out.
Yeah.
There's like a lock on it. You have to find the key and amongst the billions of other keys.
Eric does committed to fearing the unknown.
Gentlemen and ladies.
There's probably some sort of HTML you can use, or like a JavaScript you can use in OBS to just like find a still picture of a hat and just have it move around.
I'm gonna have it bounce around like the DVD logo.
And then, like, I hope that like if you do manage to figure that out, everybody just gets hype when it hits the corner.
Yeah.
When it hits the corner. It never hits the corner.
It does. It's very rare, but it does.
Never hits the corner.
You should definitely be putting down a puddle. If you're gonna play back like this, you definitely want to play behind a puddle. Because right now, Doctor's...
And get the health lead, I guess, if you play things right.
Right now, Doctor's just keeping you out with that jump hard punch. Like the jump forward, jump hard punch. He's not allowed to do that if there's a puddle down. It's a huge commitment. Honestly, just having a puddle on the ground somewhere changes the game so much.
It really does. It's her best super.
Oh, missed the pump. That's unfortunate. Also, you're full into the...
It is kind of interesting how, like, even though your opponent can pop you and set you full screen on a burst like that from the corner, Beowulf doesn't really care because during the burst animation, Beowulf can just probably get back in and start applying pressure almost immediately.
Yeah, it's not terrible. That's when jump hard punch is like crazy good because it'll reach.
Yeah. Is it like a Sub-Zero
like
slip puddle? I don't know.
Kinda.
What's a slip puddle?
There was a Sub-Zero had moves in the older games where he just put a puddle on the ground, and if you stepped on it, your character like slid around like an idiot, and you could hit them.
Was it like a
like
stagger, or was it like they just move really fast? Like, can you just build?
No, they just
on it?
They got.
It was a stagger, but it looked like they were just freaking the heck out.
You know like the cartoon thing where like they'll wave their arms backwards and like start slipping on the floor and everything.
Yeah.
Like, and they're trying to keep their balance. That's what animation they did.
It's a lot like that, except it's in a faster game, so it matters a lot more.
Ah, okay.
By the way, Crank, just a quick question. What was that game that you really liked? Was it called Shining Force?
Shining Force, yeah.
Which one specifically? Was there one specific, or was it just a series?
The one specifically that I liked that I played, honestly, is the Genesis one, I think. Yeah, it's the Sega Genesis. It's like the first one.
Because I have access to 3 of them right now, which is Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force, and Shining Force 2.
I think the original Shining Force it should be the one. It's a very Fire Emblem-esque game, so if it seems like a Fire Emblem game, yeah, you found it. You start off talking to like Grandpa or something, like learning how to
I think
swing a
that's
sword.
Shining in the Darkness, so it is.
It's not Shining in the Darkness. I know for sure it's Shining Force.
Shining in the
That's
Darkness.
just the name of the game.
Yeah, does someone say Fire Emblem? I like Fire Emblem.
It's because my nanny got the Sega Classics collection on Switch, and like what that was one of the games. Like I played quite second.
Yeah, hold on. Shining in the Darkness, you said?
Shining in the Darkness.
Alright, this would be a great time to puddle and then tag Brandon. Just throwing it out there. For the reset, wow.
No, it's not Shining in the Darkness. It is... Shining Force is the one I'm talking about.
Alright.
Whoa! That was a misinput. I hope.
No, it was intended.
Wake Up Snap's some big brain stuff.
Shouldn't be, but it was probably intended.
I gotta
There is a
be right back.
reason. He is
Hey.
Alright, he is playing on Wi-Fi after all.
What if they skeleton?
Heck them.
That's what Snap was for. It beats it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't think it would actually beat it, but
He still won, so big brain. No, don't. Do
I mean you're
that.
not wrong.
Don't do that, Doctor.
I'm assuming it's a misinput.
I'm not. He's
Alright.
playing on Wi-Fi. He will do anything.
So how about that Tekken?
We're not talking. Unless there's news of Gigas' rise on the tier list, then I'm not interested.
Sam, we've had that talk. It's still happening.
He's still rising on the tier
He's not even like a bad character anymore.
Good.
Alright, that should be huge damage.
But I'm still bad with him, so I don't like it.
I mean, sure, but now, you don't have anything to blame it on.
Yes, I
So
do.
really, it's worse for you.
Exactly, I don't like it. It keeps annoying me every time I see it. Because any character you've played, like, he's had like a 1% positive win rate. And I know that doesn't matter, but there's just something really annoying about seeing them be like, "I'm still losing."
Akuma got hit in Tekken, but like, Tekken's really good at balancing. So he's still strong, but he's not ridiculous. Like, you don't actually see him that often, even though he's strong. I think there's only like 2 Akumas competitively right now, and one of them's name is like Super Akuma, so they're committed no matter what.
I'm back. Apologies.
Welcome back. I see a puddle. I'm
I
excited.
like it. I like the jail. Good.
Oops. Please put down puddle, please. They're coming at you, please put down puddle. You've walked yourself into a corner. You have no more room for puddle.
I mean, I could see them wanting to wait for like the second meter so I can set down a puddle and then Dave stay out or something.
You don't need to though. You can
Actually,
just
yeah,
tag
you
the
just
band.
said that like puddle and wall tag in a band, like it's fine.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to jump yourself into a corner. That's a scary place to be.
Scary. I don't know. Corner's cozy. I can only be hit from one side.
Depending on your character too, like both Peacock and Robo, you'll see it do a lot of the time. Like when they get close to the corner, they'll just dash forward, and then the other person's gonna jump because it's Skullgirls, and then they just run under them and they're mid-screen again. Whoa.
Oh my god, PBGC grab.
Yeah, piece the chair. Big brain.
It's grab vulnerable?
Yeah, you can grab meta chair.
That's amazing. That's 5 games.
Okay, nothing left to see here.
So to sum up, for both people, put down the puddle. That's a good button.
That was the most profound advice that's ever been given on the stream.
Honestly, though, more doubles they don't do it enough.
Yeah, I complain constantly, like not enough people use Monster Jail at all. But like, just putting down the puddle in general is just really, really good.
So
if you have a few meter, just go ahead and do it. Like, save like 2 meter, I guess, for DHCs if you really need to and you're afraid. But otherwise, just put down a puddle. It's gonna be fine.
Plus, you're gonna build the meter back because like you shoot gun and then you can Kara the gun too. So
yeah,
you know.
If you have 1 meter, it's actually better to put down the puddle high, ironically. It's like, it's at 2 meter where it's actually a problem, because like now you're not going to get as much Kara meter and all that shit. But if you're at 1 meter, just put down the puddle and just build it all back instantly. It's like 4 meters, I think.
You're very close to another bar when monster runs out, if you're like shooting smart.
Yeah.
Next up is Dan Miss versus Derb.
You stole my thunder, I was just about to say that!
No.
Oh. Dan Mist versus Derb. BMH, this is
I
what
already
he's here for.
said that! How dare ye?
I mean, I was trying to fill the silence, Sam. I know you said that. I'm not deleting you yet.
Dan Mist versus Derb.
Oh my god. What an amazing way to fill the silence. Thank you for that, Sam.
Go heck yourself. Shining Force is a bad game.
You haven't played it yet. Any game you haven't played is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And half the ones he does play are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tekken and Skull.
And League.
And League. And Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Honestly, the only good game is the Armadillo game.
Armadillo game?
Oh, I love the Armadillo game.
Oh no.
Or that other one that I keep saying the joke for and I don't remember. It's like some Tetris game or something. I don't remember.
The ping pong game?
Oh yeah, the ping pong game.
Yeah, the Panda de Pong, yeah. Oh, so the Armadillo game, Crank, is Armello, which is the...
Oh, Armadillo and ping pong. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Armadillo's not that fun.
Armello's pretty fun.
It's
You've
okay.
not played it?
It's not bad. Yeah, I played it with you.
No.
Okay.
You have not.
Okay.
And
Hey.
I know that you have. I know that you haven't because you don't own it.
I'm interrupting you guys. Derb, I'm not sure how many hours you have. Your Robo Neutral looks like solid. Why are you playing your soul? Don't do that. I mean, honestly, like your Robo's probably better than mine is looking at this because I don't do a lot of stuff that you're doing that I should be doing. But you're taking a risk. Am I not up to date on the Derb lore? Man, I've been playing Tekken.
Yeah, okay, so here's the Derb thing, right? So Derb refuses to budge off of Solo Robo and has 2 skins. They have 2 modes, alright? If they use the white skin, they refuse to use beams and just rely strictly on their neutral. And their neutral is actually really, really good, what credit where it's due. But the fact that they don't use beams just blows my puny brain. And then if they're using the red skin, that means they're taking off their limiters and going all out and using beams and all that stuff. My advice to Derb has always universally been just always use beams. Because that's honestly the only thing he really needs to work on. And then once he starts using beams all the time, I'm going to say pick up a second character because Solo Robo sucks.
I mean, honestly, that is my next question. Just why? Why are you gonna go on to an advice stream and then cap yourself? I don't. I'm glad you're here. Let me say that. I'm really glad you're here, but I don't know. Just a little backwards to me.
She's not glad you're here, by the way.
No, it's cool. I like watching good robos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Derb is actually really, really good. Like, watching Derb play without the beams is actually super fascinating, because Derb gets so much fucking work done without any beams. No damage, of course. They need like 4,000 resets, but...
Yeah, that's the thing.
Holy shit.
So wait, Crank, because this is going to bother me.
Okay.
When did we play Armello?
We didn't actually play Armello.
Yeah.
I was talking about Armello pretending it was... the joke was going to be that it was like 100% orange juice or whatever it's called.
That game's awesome.
The game is fun.
We hate that game.
I want to play it again.
No.
The game is like... I was basically gonna pretend like I was remembering Armello as 100% orange juice and just keep saying it's like, yeah, the game was fine. I didn't really like the whole Mario Party aspect without any good mini games and shit like that.
It's not even close.
Really weird that they made the pulp DLC.
Yeah.
Nobody drinks it with pulp. That's gross.
That's actually pulp is single-handedly the reason I can't drink orange juice anymore. Because like it's just so fucking gross that it ruined normal orange juice for me. When I was a little kid, I'd ask my parents, being like, "Hey, does this one have pulp?" And then they're like, "No." It's like, "All right, I'll give it a try," and it just would have pulp, and I would get really sad and cry.
So here's the thing, Dennis, right? You're getting opened up a lot by like blocking the jump medium punch and then taking a 50-50 or something. If you absolute guard that, Robo doesn't get to play anymore.
Oops. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, Robo, you have to... If Robo's gonna play without beams, that she's kind of screwed when you give her... Or put her in a situation where she has to zone. And putting her in a situation where she has to zone is when you don't respect the jumping medium punch, I guess.
Also, here's the other thing. Because Zerb's not using beams, they're not building meter the fastest. So don't be afraid to, like, skeleton and neutral, because, like, they're not going to be able to snap you every time if they're not using beams.
Also true.
Also beats, like, it beats the stand hard punch, it beats heckin' missile shenanigans or whatever. And
if you're worried that they're going to neutral grab, like, normal grab you out of the skeleton or whatever, it's not that big of a deal, because I think Solo Robo can't convert off of it unless she's in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, it's, like, kind of hard to convert off of it, but, like, you'll never see
I think
Robo...
you can magnet, but again, that costs meter. So.
Yeah, but she doesn't have meter, exactly. Like, that's the limiting factor here. If she had meter, she would just snap.
Yeah. This is one of those things, like, you'll never think about this until it happens to you, but, like, because normally if you're like, oh, just use the skeleton all the time, it's like, that's awful, don't do that. But in that specific scenario, against that specific person, you're allowed to just skeleton all day.
That's why it's actually really important to like try things that you're not supposed to do, Penny, because you get to learn why it's.
I have a conversation to have with you because I'm upset. 3/4 of the moves I use on Lei to beat you the heck up are god awful, and I'm using them.
Yeah, but I've only fought your Lei twice.
Oh yeah, like Penny was like we were having a match and Penny got super annoyed about it. It was like
I tilted myself thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well, remember that one match was like, the first time I played you against Lei, right? And when I like one and done you, all I did was shoulder through everything because everything was like -14.
Yeah, wasn't that like my week 1 Lei when I was still learning the guy?
Yeah, that was your week 1 Lei, right? The second time I fought Lei, like you were doing a bunch of new stuff and I didn't get enough time to adjust because we were playing with 3 or 4 people or whatever, so we didn't get to actually do a set. And that was the only other time I played Lei.
That wasn't like me not doing things though. That was just my pressure not being clean.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you were bad then. I'm just saying I didn't have a chance to actually find out how to punish all that stuff. I didn't get a chance to experiment really.
Alright, see my Lei.
Okay, gladly.
My Lei's clean. I beat up JDCR himself.
You got the JDCR seal of approval?
Yeah.
I sent you a hat.
They were asleep, but I beat them.
Nice.
Alright,
Hey, you know,
anyway,
I would love to be able to beat up a sleeping JDCR. I'd put that on my resume. It's
why
a
did you get
specific
tilted
thing,
while playing
Affiliate,
Lei?
unless you're exactly full screen, you can't beam. As soon as Affiliate has half a screen on you, it's no longer safe to beam. It's kind of okay to TK beam, but it's actually even better to use jumping hard punch, and then as you're falling down, use an M beam as you land cancel. That's what you actually should do in that matchup.
Oh, you're right, okay. I was about to yell at you for using a beam, but I saw the skin. I'm not used to the lore, you gotta give me a second.
What is the lore?
The lore is Derb has 2 modes. If Derb is using the white skin, he's purposely putting limitations on himself, so he's relying on his neutral to win and no beams. If Derb is using the red skin, Derb is going all out.
Right.
I still have many questions, but
No,
you know, if you
I asked all the questions within the first 2 weeks and got 0 answers. This is just
yeah,
the
that's
lore.
fine. I mean, if you're committed to the lore, you do you, man. I don't care.
I think you do. By the sound of your voice, you do. Sound
I'm
like
gonna
you
question
care.
it, but I don't care.
The lore is
you
too
do.
complex. It runs too deep. Yeah, no. The first time this happened. Okay, so this is what the first time this happened. It was like a B grade like a month or two ago, and Derb made it all the way to grand finals without using a single beam, and then lost. And then since then we get to see a mix of like beam Derb and not beam Derb every now and then, whatever. But like anytime I ask like why Derb doesn't, no one really gives me an answer. It's just that's how Derb is.
I'm just sitting here like, why don't just use beams?
Just use the beams. Yeah. No, it's like I said before, my advice is gonna be just always use beams, and then once you start using beams all the time, my next advice is gonna be add a second character, because holy shit, you don't do damage for such a good character. So if you're so good with a character, imagine what you could do with 2 of them.
Like, let me say it like this, right? This is an advice stream, so I'm gonna go off on it. Normally, I'd be like, "This is hilarious. I'm so happy you're doing this," but because it's an advice stream, I'm gonna say if you're not using beams all the time, you're not playing to improve all the time, so it's going to take you much longer.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, you're the only human being on this planet, Derb, that I would say you could play Anchor Robo. Like, if you just literally played a duo, any character with H-Beam assist, you would do so amazing. Because you already have so much solo Robo experience, you'd be absolutely fine with her Ranger. And you're the only person on this planet that would say that too. I won't say it forever, but right now, I feel like if you need to hear that, I will tell you that. Play a fucking duo.
Yeah, I won't reiterate. Outside of the advice stream, I'd be like, "This is hilarious, please. I love this." But this is Get Great. There's no fun here.
No fun allowed. We banned fun back in 2017.
Banned? Who am I banning?
Fun.
Oh,
Bandy.
okay. Hold on a second. Nice.
It's okay, Sam. We're playing Skullgirls. We already did that. Does
Does
that work? Wait, that actually works?
Yeah.
But there's timed out fun for 600 seconds.
Alright, damn this. Here's the thing, right? Here's a Philia thing that I've only ever seen, I think Sonic and Wing Zero do, and nobody else really does it. But I'm going to tell you to do it anyway. If you're planning to use level 3 in a combo, you need to use it, like, first string.
Yeah, you can't use it scaled at all. Like, it does so much damage and it goes so much to waste if you're
You will just kill somebody if you do it first string.
Counter hit does more than half a life bar, I think. Like one.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So, you know, I think if anyone's playing Philia, they should work on early level 3 combos.
Within first 3
Yeah,
hits is
first-
ideal. First string in general is okay.
Alright, good
Lost
sense.
term fun. Oh my. But Sam, this is also used for B grade, and fun's allowed on B grade.
I'll unblock it after the stream.
Okay, that's
What
fine.
if you're not awake?
Sam better be awake after the stream. You play some Minecraft.
And someone should take fun just to see if it does anything.
Sure.
We were gonna get tedious
I think-
Minecraft stuff out of the
I
way
think I'm an
yesterday,
admin.
but
I
I
don't
got
think that's
sad.
gonna work. What'd you say?
We were gonna get tedious Minecraft stuff out of the way yesterday, but I got upset, so we stopped.
Yeah.
I don't mind tedious stuff. Also, upset over like video games? Like what happened?
Upset because I was hearing my own voice,
Oh.
which is still there, but I'm ignoring it. Missiles, no! Look, the forbidden incoming is call missiles underneath them and then just run around like an idiot.
It's true.
Nobody blocks it. You get a combo. It's fine.
That should not have worked. That was light breast. Dan missed after light breast, you're -5. Robo doesn't have a reversal, just use light beat extend.
Whoa.
If Robo had an iframe move, I would say it's dangerous, but Robo doesn't have an iframe move.
So glad she has M Danger instead.
Okay, I guess it's yeah. M Danger is grab invuln, isn't it? That's fucking
Yeah.
thanks. I guess.
Yeah,
Thanks,
pretty
video
much.
game.
Like, Peacock's L-Bang is grab invuln, but it, like, also does something, you know?
Yeah.
M Danger's, it looks cool, I guess.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Just spins
Looks
her
pretty
arms
stupid.
around.
It's the spaghetti arms from, like, gym class.
It's like like those car sales like
at least-
balloons where like there's air flying out and the arms are flailing around. That's what M Danger is.
Does about as much damage, too.
At least that looks cool. No, it doesn't. Yeah.
All right, next
never
up we got
thought
Mao
about it.
versus Grey Ursix. It's the final matchup of the evening. Let's do it.
And remember, no fun allowed.
I hope that's a video to someone just saying fun. And that's how you got around the thing.
Well, I mean, there are one of those, isn't there? It's like, hold on.
Yeah, there's probably like a how to pronounce video.
There.
Yeah, it's perfect. Sam, you've been bested.
God damn it. Hold
I
on
can
a
tell. I
second.
can feel Sam trying to ban me right now.
You can block the link. We'll just find more.
That's what I'm doing.
We'll find more.
No. Hold on a second. There we go.
It doesn't work, Sam.
It does. But you're the admin. Oh, I can't
Exactly.
ban you because you're the admin. Shit.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get around it again. There you go.
Oh shit! What a stream.
There's countless ways, Sam. You've been bested. This is gonna be great if chat's not even on the
Also-
screen. If
also,
anyone
I
watches the VOD.
I remember the last time this happened, and I looked at the current active, I looked at the current active terms that like are blocked, and there's not heck, but with a dash in the middle, not heck, but with an underscore in the middle, not heck altogether is one word, not heck altogether, but the O is a 0.
Nice run stop. That didn't work though. Weird distance. Also, that's probably a mistake. But hey, it's a squiggly. What are they gonna do, right?
Well, actually, this is one of Squiggly's better matchups. There you go. Get the
Yeah,
overhead.
but it's still squiggly.
She's got damage. Come on. 8.8 for a charge.
Yes,
That's
you're
not-
doing the thing. Oh, I'm so
Yes!
happy. That should go through it. Yeah, I'm so happy. Every time Squiggly vs. Ben happens, I always say just sit on punch charge full screen and you win. Thank you.
No, because Giant Step beats that. Giant Step comes out faster than the
Giant Step does not beat it because you get to release it and kill them with SPO.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
you
Never
do.
mind.
Remember, you tested like every possible phase.
Yeah, I had a whole plays video. Rest in peace.
Big Band can literally do jack shit.
I even
Get
beat
that.
assist dash forward. I don't care none.
Assist dash. Wait, what?
Yeah, because Big Ben still has to block, and then you get to kill the assist, and then there's really nothing Ben gets to do about it.
And Madden jump?
Well, if he wants to block an SBO and eat pressure again.
Oh. Well, in that case, like, ban... I mean, you can make that happen regardless of ban pressing anything. But I guess if you wait for ban to press him, there's a chance you'll actually get to hurt him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a really... Like, you don't have to go in. You can just sit on punch charge, and
Time for your
Yeah,
what's
Band's
he gonna do?
Band's best option is probably just to be put back in the pressure.
Big Ben, more like Big Sad.
No.
Alright.
Let Squiggly have her good matchups, okay?
I'm
got
saying
two
it's a
more.
good thing. I like that thing. I love that she can do that. I wish she could do that in every matchup.
That would be nice. You probably wouldn't have dropped her then.
Yeah, I would have actually played her. I like her a lot. I just don't play her.
Her execution is just too fun. It just feels too good to press buttons on.
Alright. What's this year? I'm getting next year. Okay, good. Oh, that Violo, that was to assert dominance.
Alright, got the Concho. Didn't get the
Oh.
kill. Yeah, that's good, because he wanted to save that poison ball.
That comboed. I'm actually surprised that comboed. Okay,
Still got
you're a
the incoming,
genius.
too.
You're the
Biggest
best
brain.
Squiggly I've ever seen. You're a genius.
Ah, come on. I'll take that.
Just cross the midway point, one hit level 3, pick up off it.
Yeah, Shiv does
That was-
so.
That was... Yeah, but Triv is... cheating.
Ah, okay.
Step aside, Crank. There's a new bad squiggly in town.
Nice.
That might barely qualify as a squiggly player. I don't know how shit works.
Player one wins.
I qualify as a squiggly player, just not a good one, but I qualify as one. It's the same as
Yeah.
like Big Man Peacock. Like I qualify myself as that type of player, but I'm not good at them. I qualify you as a Fang player, but you're very barely a Fang player. You don't do any.
More like a back one player.
Exactly.
Ouch!
Gentlemen,
That
I'm
would
a
actually
gimmick
kind of
player
hurt
too.
my feelings. I'm actually sad.
I'm also a gimmick player because that's how you play life. You just do a gimmick till they figure it out, then you do another one.
And by the
It's
time
not
you
even a
get
gimmick,
back,
it's just a 10-frame move. It just reaches a little bit. It's like slightly better than his jab, but his jab is at least
yeah, but when,
plus.
when you use it as much as you do, it turns
I use it
into
as a
gimmick.
panic move because he has 2 panic moves.
You use the other one more then.
The other one sucks.
Well, then why is it a panic move?
Because it sometimes works and does a decent chunk of damage. I'd rather do the one that works really, really often. That's minus
Just-
1.
No,
So
back
here's
one's a really good button.
What
So
is?
what that
Back one's a crazy good button.
Yeah, it's a good
So-
button. So what's wrong with
so-
using it?
So here's the thing: if you call it a panic button and you're using it a lot, you're panicking a lot.
Look, you did the wrong command grab. That's unfortunate. There's nothing wrong with using it. It's really good to use. That was a strange pickup. I just like the back one out of everything, and then the mash with purpose bit. I'm still on that bit.
Yeah.
Look, it's
I need
fine.
to send you guys a documentary on how to play Fang because
I've
literally his
been
go-to
watching
plan,
nothing but
is-
professional Fang matches, basically.
his go-to plan when he's applying pressure is down forward 1 because it's 0, and then trading with back 1 because you get the knockdown on counter hit in case they try to jab punish your back down forward 1. So then if you get the counter hit, you get a free shoulder, and that's like a third of a health bar.
You know how many times Heckin needed that against JDCR, though? Because
It
if you're
doesn't
wrong,
work
you
at
keep
highest
deads
level
and-
because you don't get stuck in that situation in the first place. If you guys are putting yourselves, you know how many times you've been hit by the down forward or the low shoulder thing? How many times do you see that in Tekken? Like almost
Quite a
0.
bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It got buffed after one of the seasons, and now they use it a lot.
The slide stance shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the disappointment that I got buffed.
Yeah, they buffed the tracking on it, so you can't really step it like I thought you could.
Oh.
It's still unsafe either way, but it's also really good, so it's... Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Skullgirls.
Now Crank will never back one ever again. He'll just do the slide.
I
Well,
want
the
to
thing
do
is,
that
like-
more, because I want to figure out what to do about it.
Well, the point I was gonna make still stands. The point I was gonna make is that until you start dealing with the problem, I'm gonna keep doing it. If I consistently get
dealing
punished
with it.
for it, it's fine. If I get punished once or twice for it, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I don't care. If it works, it
Okay.
ain't broke.
Well, it worked against Sam, I guess.
Works against you too. Don't to get off your high and mighty horse, alright?
Hey, what's our win rate still again?
I don't know, like 4,000? What's our hours in the game?
That's,
You know how many
that's not what we're
tell me
talking
how many
about.
how many hours you put
We're
in.
talking about if something works or not.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. I hate bringing that up. I'm sorry. I don't like this bit anymore.
I do. You know what? Frank, you suck at the game. Penny, you also
know I
suck
suck
at
at
the
the
game.
game.
Sam,
I know
you
I suck
also
at the game.
suck at the game. You even play a high tier, Sam, and neither fucking.
Well, he's not even high tier.
He's
I mean, if
high
you want,
tier,
like,
nine.
bit aside, like, humor aside of us just being dicks to each other, for me, it's a hair card, right? Back one is a hair card. Where it's like, I know that it's not going to be good forever. I want to keep using it until I find out consistently what is wrong about it. I'm using it as, like, for science. If I find out something's just objectively bad and there's never I want to use it, aka Squiggly Crouching Light Punch, like, I won't use it. I'll try to find ways to use it, but, like, I won't use it if I find out that it's just, oh, wow, this is just always bad. Problem is, it's just not it's not always bad. I
No,
can
that
use it
button's
for
good
a
as
decent
heck.
chunk of the time.
That button's heckin' nice. Leroy has the same button.
Fuck Leroy.
And I also like the Leroy one. Except Leroy's is safe.
Well,
Fang's
wait,
okay.
well, Fang's back one is also safe. It's -1.
His back one is -10.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Is that new? Or is it always -10? Or did I? It might
It's
I just didn't
been-
read the 0.
As long as I remember, it's been -10. Dude, if that thing was -1, that'd be the most busted move in the game. Because you could like step after and just get combos, and that'd be a dumb heck of a move.
I
Yeah.
just like the idea that Crank thinks it's -1 just because he missed the 0.
I've done dumber shit than that.
Yeah, you used to think that
Don't say it.
heavy beat extend had armor.
So speaking of heavy beat extend, so in that situation actually, I saw you start to parry. You never actually really except for very specific circumstances, you never want to parry more than one hit of something. Like if it's a projectile, then obviously you want to parry more of it, or if it's an iframe move, then you want to parry more of it. But in general, if it's like a move like D&B or whatever, just parry once and then do DP. You're setting yourself up to just get kind of fucked up by your opponent's point.
I don't like the bit. That was
personal.
I'm sorry.
Danny, there's no
Also,
such thing as too mean.
Also, the joke of the beat extend thing, like heavy beat extend having armor, I swear I saw it too. Like
This is blocked
I'm
for a word. Oh, you blocked fun. Yeah, you can't. If you said Tekken was or wasn't fun, you're not allowed to say that here because there's no fun. This is a joke as of like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us that the word got that the message got blocked. It's just nothing was there.
Good side switch, but you used O2D.
An attempt was made. You have to do it
I do like
before they
that.
hit the ground, which is a little bit trickier. That actually should have killed. Like if you were a little bit faster, that would have killed.
Yeah, glad you know that. That's a good thing to know. I don't think people do it enough. Santa's stream's not even over yet.
I'm doing it now.
Actually, ironically, the stream is actually over. So, well played by all the players today. If you guys got advice and you weren't satisfied, or if you only gave advice to one of the two players or something like that, you felt like you wanted more information, feel free to @me on the Discord as always. Just get me a timestamp once the VODs are up. And I will gladly provide more detailed review. In general, like I do prefer if people come in with a specific question, like, hey, what am I supposed to do in this situation or that situation? But if you come in and just want more advice, I'm always more than willing to happily give you more information. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to apply the skills that you are practicing, sign up for our weekly tournament, Skullgirls Be Great. This week is the prize pool tournament. I think I made some weird, obscure claim, like I'll double the prize pool if we get more than 30 people to sign up. So like, go for it. It's the holiday cheer or some shit. I don't know. But yeah,
if triple the people sign up, we'll stream an episode of iCarly.
if 90 people sign up, we're gonna stream an episode of iCarly. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, and we're gonna get the channel banned.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. If that's the reason we can't do Get Great anymore, I'm okay with that. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
we did a 90-person tournament, and then we streamed an episode of iCarly and got that stream permanently banned.
We'll have a movie night. It's just gonna be iCarly. Next week is live stream, right?
Yeah, next week is live stream.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so if you do like, or if you're just here for the advice and not for the tournament, then do not fret. We do go live every Saturday, 3 p.m. Central. Next week specifically, there won't be signups because it is, in fact, a live stream. Just a heads up for people, just so you guys know in advance. January 4th, 3rd, whatever. The first week of January, I almost always take a vacation, so I'm just going to be vanishing off the grid, so fuck all of y'all. Someone will substitute or the stream will be canceled. I don't know. We'll find out.
Stream was just banned.
Streams. I get a stream. You guys stream iCarly and just get it banned
Yeah.
the 1 week I'm on vacation. Like,
Don't
well,
have
there
to
goes
worry
4.5
about it.
years of
Channel's
fun.
You come back and you're just like, wait, why do I have like 50 copyright strikes?
They're like all different copyright strikes, but all for the same iCarly stream. Like,
I would
what the hell did you guys do?
I would absolutely love going through the VODs and seeing nothing but Skullgirls for years, and then one splash screen of iCarly. And it never got streamed. Like, the channel never went live again.
That's the way you have to go out. If you ever decide I need to stop this channel, Crank, you have to stream iCarly.
Yeah, it's like, so if the stream has to die, it's like the last stream will be an iCarly stream to get the channel banned. I'm gonna give Kenji admin privileges in the Discord, so he just bans everybody.
Oh, it's over.
and-
Yeah, it's over.
Everything falls apart. Just absolute self-sabotage.
Yeah, show up next week if you want to hear me rant in training room for like 2 hours. That's
It's really
what
fun.
that's going to be.
And don't forget to tell your friends, your family to come join and watch the stream so that we can all watch iCarly.
They have to sign up for the tournament.
Not 90 viewers, 90 participants.
Oh, 90 participants.
So if Grandma's got a B&B, then hell yeah, tell her to sign up.
I'm gonna cross them up.
Alright, well on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you so much, Penny and Sam. The stream is 50 billion more times more enjoyable. There we go. It's 50 billion times more enjoyable when you guys are around.
But wait, I thought fun was banned.
Well, I guess I'm banned. I don't know.
No,
This is the actual reason I'm leaving in January.
Yeah,
I'm just going to jail.
Back in my day, jabs were 10 frames.
There's still 10 frames. Just playing the wrong game,
Not-
Grandma.
Back in my day, we didn't have combos.
That's just not
We
true.
No, some fighting games just didn't have combos.
All fighting games have combos, Sam.
Not
Even the
that
first
they-
Street
no,
Fighter, it had combos. It was not an intended feature at the time.
No.
Go to bed, Grandma.
There
You're
was
drunk. On that note, I will head out. Peace, friends.
No.